Episode 3 of Lucky continues Lucky's desperate search for her missing husband and the millions of dollars connected to his disappearance. As she follows a series of clues, she's forced to rely on the survival skills her father taught her, using deception, manipulation, and quick thinking to stay ahead of both the criminals and the authorities searching for her. The episode continues to explore the contradiction at the heart of Lucky's character. She's resourceful and easy to root for, but many of the skills that keep her alive also make her capable of exploiting the people around her. The episode begins with Lucky hiding inside Dutch's pickup truck after escaping the gas station. This takes her directly to the stable where Priscilla has been holding Noah. Priscilla and Dutch believe Noah helped create Cary's false identity, so they demand to know where Cary is. Dutch attacks him, breaks his nose, and cuts off one of his fingers. Noah continues insisting that he doesn't know where Cary is, and eventually even Priscilla seems to realize that he may be telling the truth. However, the truth doesn't save him. Once Noah is no longer useful, Priscilla orders Dutch to kill him. Lucky watches from hiding before taking Noah's ID card and leaving. This scene shows how the missing money has turned human lives into something disposable. Noah isn't killed because he betrayed Priscilla or because he refuses to cooperate. He's killed because Priscilla decides that he no longer has any value. That's what makes the scene disturbing. The violence also shows the difference between Lucky and Priscilla. Lucky manipulates people and steals from them, but she's still affected by what she sees. Priscilla has moved further beyond that point. She views people as tools, and once those tools stop being useful, they can simply be thrown away. After escaping the stable, Lucky attends a child's birthday party because she needs money, clothes, and transportation. A flashback reveals that John taught her how to steal from distracted parents when she was a child. He teaches her to look for envelopes that might contain cash and to pay attention to the moments when people are too distracted to notice what she's doing. In the present, Lucky uses those lessons perfectly. She pretends to be hired help, studies the people around her, and quickly identifies what she can take. She steals cash, purses, expensive clothing, a handbag, and eventually someone else's car. The scene is entertaining because Lucky is so confident, but the flashback gives the entire sequence a darker meaning. John trained Lucky to see normal situations as opportunities to take advantage of people. A birthday party, which should be a harmless family event, becomes a place where Lucky searches for weaknesses and valuables. This shows how deeply John's influence has shaped her. The scene also makes Lucky a difficult character to root for. We understand why she steals, and we can admire how clever she is, but the people she robs aren't responsible for the problems she's facing. The show allows us to enjoy her confidence, while still reminding us that someone else has to deal with the consequences of her actions. The flashback to John teaching Lucky how to steal is important because it shows that her criminal skills are connected to her childhood. John didn't simply teach her how to protect herself from criminals. He taught her how to think like one. This explains why Lucky can enter a room and immediately understand how to manipulate the people inside it. She knows how to create a fake identity, how to make herself look harmless, and how to tell people exactly what they want to hear. These skills help her survive, but they also prevent her from seeing relationships in a normal way. Lucky is constantly looking for an angle. When someone helps her, she asks what she can gain from that person. When someone trusts her, she thinks about how that trust can be used. This doesn't mean that Lucky has no emotions. In fact, the show often shows that she does care about people. The problem is that she has learned to place survival above everything else. After taking Noah's ID, Lucky visits the address connected to it. When she arrives, she discovers that Noah's house doesn't give her many answers. However, a neighbor reveals that she was actually the person creating false identities, while Noah was simply connected to the operation. Lucky once again creates a fake story to gain access to the house. She pretends to be a woman trying to disappear after a divorce and uses the story to gain the neighbor's sympathy. While searching through misprinted ID cards, she finds Cary's photograph under the name Colson Smith. This is the first real breakthrough Lucky has had since waking up in Las Vegas. Until this point, she has been reacting to events and trying to stay ahead of the people hunting her. Finding Cary's new identity finally gives her a clear direction. The scene also shows the difference between Lucky and the FBI. Lucky is willing to enter people's homes, lie to strangers, and take whatever information she needs. Rand has to follow official procedures and build a case. Lucky's methods are illegal, but they also allow her to move much faster. While Lucky searches for Cary, Agent Billie Rand is slowly putting together the same puzzle. Security footage helps the FBI connect Lucky to Priscilla's property, while Cary's cash purchase of a blue Heritage Bronco gives them another clue about his new identity. This creates a parallel structure in the episode. Lucky is moving forward from one clue to the next, while Rand is following behind her and trying to understand the same chain of events. Both women are intelligent and observant, but they operate in completely different ways. Lucky relies on deception and improvisation. Rand relies on evidence, investigation, and patience. Their paths are moving toward the same destination, which creates tension because Lucky isn't only trying to find Cary. She's also trying to reach him before the FBI does. The flashbacks involving Rand and John also suggest that this investigation is personal. Rand's connection to the earlier California energy scheme shows that she has been dealing with this criminal network for much longer than Lucky realizes. Her pursuit of Lucky is therefore connected to a much larger story. After discovering that Cary's new house belongs to Shorefront Realty, Lucky visits a nearby bar and targets an employee named Eric. She pretends to be drunk and encourages his interest in her. However, the situation becomes more dangerous when Eric becomes aggressive. Lucky immediately changes her behavior. She stops acting drunk, finds information about his wife, and threatens to report him for trying to force himself on her unless he gives her the access codes and keys to Cary's property. This scene shows how quickly Lucky can change roles. One moment she's pretending to be vulnerable, and the next she's completely in control of the situation. Her performance changes as soon as she realizes that Eric is trying to take advantage of her. What makes the scene interesting is that Lucky's threat is based on something Eric was already attempting to do. She turns his own behavior against him before he can use his position against her. After obtaining access to Cary's home, Lucky enters the property and searches through his belongings. She's not only looking for the money, she's also angry and desperate for answers. Cary left her with no explanation, and every new discovery raises more questions about why he disappeared. Eventually, Lucky finds a backpack containing a gun and a laptop. The laptop reveals that Cary invested the stolen money in cryptocurrency. However, the money is protected by a seed phrase, meaning that simply finding the account doesn't give Lucky access to the fortune. The cryptocurrency also works as a symbol of how far Cary has gone to separate himself from his old life. Physical cash can be stolen or discovered, but cryptocurrency can be hidden behind passwords and codes. Cary eventually returns from swimming and finds his home destroyed. Lucky is waiting beside his computer, and the two finally come face to face. When Cary finally sees Lucky, his reaction is one of genuine shock. He clearly believed he had escaped from her. The expression on his face suggests that he didn't expect her to find him so quickly. The scene also reverses the power dynamic between them. Cary believed he was the person who had successfully disappeared with the money. Now Lucky is standing in his home, having followed his trail across the country. For the first time, Cary has to deal with the consequences of leaving her behind. By the end of episode 3, Lucky finally finds Cary, but she still doesn't know why he disappeared. The episode also shows how the skills John taught her have shaped her into someone who can lie, steal, and manipulate others to survive. This raises the question of whether Lucky can escape the criminal world without becoming like the people hunting her. Now that she and Cary are finally reunited, the mystery shifts from where he went to why he left and whether the two of them can still trust each other. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.